Digital marketing. Let's talk about why and how it's important today. You know, when we sit back and we start looking at how marketing has evolved over the years, and we think about how most people do their purchasing today, most people's purchasing decisions are not made by going to a store anymore. Now, rarely people will go to a store and do some research and then come home and buy online. In many cases, it's actually done the opposite way. People do their research online and then go to a store and pick up what they want. But when we think about the purchase decision, the vast majority of a purchase decision in most cases is made online before someone even talks to a salesperson. In fact, sometimes it's 100% made online and no one will even talk to a salesperson. So when someone asks me the question, how important is digital marketing today? It's like, you know, how important is oxygen to you living? That's essentially what we're looking at. The ultimate point of digital marketing is saying, okay, well, first of all, let's break it down into 3 sections of digital marketing, okay? So the first section of digital marketing is the website, okay? So your web, your SEO, what's creating people finding you? How do people find you? The second section of it is obviously social media. So the databases you build out there on the social platforms of followers, friends, etc., who actually know your brand or get to know your brand and get to know you. And the third is that reach out methodologies for advertising or emailing, the methodologies of you putting your brand in front of people. So we're not just talking social media, we're not just talking websites, we're not just talking advertising. We've got to look at all 3. You know, if we start with the advertising side of digital marketing, you know, there's so many different platforms and each platform is entirely different. And I could spend literally hours talking just about YouTube advertising. I love YouTube advertising for one very simple reason, and that is that you get 5 seconds for free. And this is what kills me. I see people advertising on YouTube and they don't grab me in the first 5 seconds. They don't tell me their brand in the first 5 seconds. You know, unless someone clicks on that, keep watching, because most people don't. What do most people do? Same as you and I do. They click skip. As soon as they get through that 5 seconds, they click skip the ad, so the person doesn't pay for the ad, and hey presto. But what happens in that first 5 seconds is it's wasted. You know, you better have your brand and you better have something up there in that first 5 seconds to capture me so that I'll watch the rest of your ad. If the first 5 seconds of your ad doesn't catch me, why would I even consider watching the rest of your ad? And then you go to Facebook advertising, and then you go to LinkedIn advertising, and then you go to Google AdWords, and then you go to just Google straight advertising. There's so many formats of advertising online, and this is where one of the big things about marketing that I've always said, not always, it's really happened more in the last 5 years or so, is that things that move very quickly, you need to use outside experts for that. If it's something that's easy, that doesn't change that much, like referrals doesn't change that much. If you've read my book on referrals and you know how referrals work, it kind of works the same no matter what, you know, that's it, and it stays that way. So you should run that in-house and use external agencies or external experts for things like Google advertising, purely because it changes so fast. And that speed of change is very important to manage how well things change and do that. So we like using outside agencies for the advertising side of it. Now, the area you could definitely do yourself is your website. And I see a lot of people saying, oh, what we need is experts for SEO. Listen, SEO really comes down to how much useful content you have on your site. It's no more complex than that. People say, oh, it's about links and backlinks and this and that. Listen, if someone finds useful content on your site and stays on your site because there is a lot of useful content. So if I am researching buying something and I come to your site and your site has more information on how to buy it, how to use it, how to make a decision on it, what's the price points, comparing it to everybody else's, what are the most important things people want to learn, then of course I will stay on your site longer. And if you give me things to read, things to watch, things to listen to, videos, pictures, you name it, if you give me more content, then chances are I'll stay on your site longer. And the longer I stay on your site, the better the site in Google's mind. And it's not much more complex than that. Now, yes, you need to build your Google My Business page. Yes, you need to have as many, you should 100% have a blog, which has video blogs or the whole thing. But ultimately, what your website comes down to is a very simple thing, and that is, how many ways can I find you? Think of your website like a billboard, okay? How many billboards do you have up there? If you have 2 billboards, in other words, you got 2 blog articles, or you've got 2,000 billboards, you've got blog articles, videos, photos, downloads, you name it. If you got 2,000 billboards, then there's 2,000 ways Google can serve up your website. If you've got nothing, then there's no way for Google to put up your website. So does a content strategy take energy, effort, and time? Yes. Is it pay off? Yes, as long as you, again, research what they're doing. And Google gives you all the algorithms. Google sits there and says, if you use Google Analytics, it tells you these are the things people are searching for relative to your industry. They're searching, comparing this and that. For me, for business coaching at ActionCOACH, people are often searching things like the difference between business coaching and business consulting. They're searching for the best business coaches in a particular area or in a particular field. You know, so we know what they're searching for. We need to create articles, white papers, downloads, videos, etc., that allow them to find that information. If you look at it advertising-wise, 100% very valuable, especially from a term of if someone's searching for the exact thing you're looking for. If you're not ranking on page 1, which your content strategy will eventually get you to page 1, but if you're not ranking there, you need to advertise there. I see companies where their competitors are taking out ads when someone searches for their brand. Like if someone's searching for your brand and your competitor is the one advertising, you lose that prospect to your competitor. So third area we want to look at, so if you take a look at advertising, you take a look at your SEO, and the third area that you're going to have to take a look at is your social media. Again, social media, I want you to stop using the term social media. Think of it as social marketing. The job of social marketing is to have other people talk about you. It's not what you say about you, it's what other people say about you. How many posts are you getting where other people are posting about you? Likes and comments don't really count. I want to see 2 things come from social media, okay? Or social marketing. Number 1, I want to see conversations. That is people that call me, email me, DM me, connect with me and ask to talk about buying something, ask to talk about more information. The conversation rate from social media is very important. If I go to a networking event, I don't want to just get people liking me from a distance. I want to have conversations with people, get their business cards so I can follow up. Think of social marketing in that same way. I want to have conversations with people so I can follow up, okay? The second thing I want to see on your social is people sharing information about you. If someone comes to your business, do they check in? Do they take photographs? Do they post? How do people actually comment about your business? Then it's not what you say about you, it's what everyone else says about you. Anyway, look forward to chatting with you again soon. Be back soon.